Hello there, Aquarius, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm Mary Sue, and today I will be doing your general tarot card reading for the second half of August. So this will be good from like August 15th to August 31st. And we're going to take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards and then get more details with the tarot. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's jump into it. Let's see what you have. We're going to start with the animal spirit. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so you have the scorpion here. The scorpion is an indication that there's something unresolved from the past that is festering inside of you. The scorpion, in a way, is like one of those energies that you put a lot of your effort, your time, your energy into your career or into some creative projects, but in the back of your mind, like you're doing a great job in the 3D world, but in the back of your mind there's something that is still kind of like festering at the emotional level. And it's an indication that you feel like somebody at some point in your life burned you. Okay, so you could have been up for a promotion and you feel like somebody else got it, and maybe you don't feel it was like really fair. Or it could be somebody ended a relationship, and you feel like they kind of got what they wanted from you and then they moved on, right? And it's kind of this energy of feeling burned by somebody or some situation. And then underneath, what do we have? The sea serpent. Okay, so this is another card about emotions. Sea serpents live in the ocean, and that is where, the ocean water represents our emotional well being. And the sea serpent shows up when there's something, once again, that we're not kind of taking a look at. A lot of times, like a childhood, inner wound, that kind of thing. And it's about just keeping in mind that the sea serpent, when we work on resolving or healing some of these wounds, the sea serpent like gives us a big hug. It's like you can hug yourself, you can love yourself once you heal this wound or this festering that you have. It is a kind of interesting, but that both of these are about emotional healing. And it could be that you are working on this emotional healing, Aquarius, and that's why it's showing up. Or it could be that, there's something kind of deep down inside that you may need to tell somebody or share with somebody that you haven't done yet. So really, that'll probably show up in the tarot. We'll take a look at that. So you have, for your wisdom oracle, you have imagine. It's almost like imagine, and this is blue, so it's really like the emotional well-being again. It's like imagine if you had this conversation with this person, or imagine what it would be like if you weren't carrying around this emotional burden or wound. Like, it's almost like the sky is the limit. Like, I'm getting the indication that whatever is festering down deep inside is holding you back from really like soaring and accomplishing everything it is that you'd like to accomplish. Oh, soulmate on the bottom. It could be that there's, a true soulmate. It does not have to be a romantic partner, but it can be. But with, that there's somebody in your life that really, really hurt you. Or it could be that you're trying to heal this and bring in a new soulmate. So I get both of those types of energies. So we have friends and colleagues. So it could be that you need to like reach out to your friends and colleagues for support in this. You may have just recently broken up from somebody, and it's kind of like, yeah, oh yes, because we have loss on the bottom. So there's something that you feel like you have a loss here. It could be that you feel disconnected from friends and family. It could be that you could have, ended a long-term relationship or a relationship with somebody that you considered a true soulmate. And, that there's something that you it's like the sense that you need to get something off your chest. Like, it could be the way that this person broke up. It could be something that they did that ended the relationship. You may have even had an argument, but maybe you haven't quite shared how hurtful that was. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see if we can get some more details about this. Because Aquarius, I think you are kind of like dealing with something. And the problem with the Scorpion energy is that if you don't get this off your chest, if you don't take a look at whatever this pain is and try to deal with it, then what happens is that you may find yourself like acting out, trying to burn others, okay? And I don't mean that in a malicious way, but it's kind of like, how you have one of those days where nothing bad happens, but it's just like every little thing seems to add up, and it's just kind of like, oh, really? When is this day going to be over? And then, something, something small happens, and it's just kind of like, boom, like, I've had enough. Well, it's that kind of energy that if you don't take care of this, then, you could have, kind of react at a time when it really doesn't make sense. Like, and it could be with your friends and family, your friends and colleagues. It could be with this soulmate or something. So let's see where you are right now. Okay, you're standing in the King of Pentacles energy. This could be you, or this could be the person that you're dealing with. The King of Pentacles is a really nice energy, very grounded, focused on work, which is very much the Scorpion energy. Focused on, doing the things that you need to do, being really responsible and everything. That is a lot of the Scorpion energy. But it's kind of the external. The King of Pentacles is all about the 3D, all about the external. Making the money, spending the money, being responsible with money, but the things that they own. And the Scorpion is a little bit like that too. A little bit of staying busy and not really taking a look at the emotions underneath. So, and then your obstacle is the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, there's some pain around a soulmate, a romantic connection. The Ten of Cups is, the Ten of Cups is the happy family, the loving relationship that lasts through the test of time. Going over the rainbow with somebody, and this is your obstacle. So either you have ended a relationship with somebody that you thought would be long-term, or you could have even been married to them, something like that. Or you've ended a relationship and you may be single, even with the King of Pentacles. You could maybe be single. It's more of a married card. The King of Pentacles is a married kind of energy. But you may be thinking, will I ever have my Ten of Cups? Is the other obstacle you could have. So whichever one of those resonates with you. Okay, so let's see what the advice is here. What is your advice? Nine of Cups. Focus on what makes you happy. Sometimes, once again, when you get into the Scorpion energy, you're staying really busy with the day-to-day, paying the bills, making the money, building the career, putting money in the bank, that kind of energy. But you're not really focusing on things or relationships, friends and colleagues. You're not focusing on relationships that make you happy, or activities that make you happy, or creative projects that make you happy. For some of you, I just got the message that because of this breakup or ending of a long-term relationship, you also feel like you have lost some friends. Um, so that might resonate, like especially if you were divorced or in a long-term committed relationship and you had a lot of, couple friends, that you would socialize with. You may feel like you have lost some of your friends or colleagues that you were friends with because of that. People kind of choose one or the other, and it's really, part of, unfortunately, I'm part of breakups. Okay, so with Seven of Cups, you have, a lot of options coming your way. It's kind of like focus on something that you would like. And as you focus on something that you would like, then what happens is the stars start to align for you and you have a lot of options, ahead. It's almost as if, we're going to clarify these. It's almost as if you may feel like I'll never get this 10 of Cups, and it's kind of like, I don't know why. For some of you, I feel like you may have thought that this person was a 10 of Cups, was like there would be nobody better than them, and it's kind of like, okay, just go try to find 9 of Cups. Okay, like don't I don't want to say don't expect too much. But it's kind of like, okay, just go out for your 9 of Cups, because it's kind of like you're going to get that and more. I guess is the message I'm trying to say. It's like imagine everything that you would want, and you may be thinking, oh, I'll never get that. So it's kind of like, okay, well, just go ahead and dream about your 9 of Cups, because guess what? You're going to get more than that. It's really kind of interesting. I've never seen that before. On the bottom is Queen of Wands. Step into your energy of being confident. Yeah, Hierophant is here, 8 of Swords. A lot of anguish, waiting around a long-term committed relationship, or perhaps a marriage, because the Hierophant is about a marriage or a long-term committed relationship. But look at what you have ahead of you. You're stepping into a new world. You have a lot of abundance coming your way. And remember, you have the 7 of Cups here. It's almost like I kind of get the sense that the ending of this relationship is almost like the beginning of something even better. And I know, I'm looking here because here's our 7 of Cups. I put it back in the deck. Really interesting. It's kind of like focusing, you could be even like really focusing on your money right now. Scorpion energy. Kind of focusing on your money. And yet, in the back of your mind, you really want the happy family. You want more. You want love. Like you may be focusing on your finances and your career, and it's kind of like, I really, 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 really want a soulmate. I want somebody to do this with. I don't want to do it by myself. Okay, so let's see what we have. Yeah, getting clarity about a sadness. Oh my gosh, you have some really lovely cards underneath. So you have the Sun card, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. You have the 10 of Swords. You're going to understand that there is a blessing with this breakup, with this ending. You're getting clarity about how this sadness is actually bringing you this Empress energy. Like you may already kind of be starting to feel this. Like, oh, you know what? I thought that person was my 10 of Cups, but now, I don't really think so. I'm building my own little empire here, and now you're starting to imagine it's stepping into a new life where you're not only just like working on finances, you're like everything. Like this is a new beginning. Like you're starting a new business, new career. You could be, starting new relationships, but the Empress is all the queens put together. It's a really nice energy. And it's kind of like you're getting clarity about how this ending, how this sadness has really is bringing you to this brand new place. It's, okay, so they just said, you're going from this loss to imagine. It's kind of like you may have been really sad for some time, just, and I think with the Scorpion energy, there's still like this festering, once again, there's something didn't go down that, yeah, you're getting clarity about, I think you're also getting clarity about how much that really caused you, how much pain that really caused you. Like truly coming, like you may have shoved it, you may have been focusing so much on your pentacles, on your career, on your home, all of that, and you're kind of like, yeah, I'm getting clear now about just how painful that is. You may have worked your way through it physically, but now you're kind of like looking at the pain. You're kind of understanding that, yeah, there's something here. Like, that really was painful. And you're kind of ready to step into this new Empress energy. You're kind of like, yeah, I'm ready. It's kind of like acknowledging the pain that occurred in the past, almost like opens you up to reaching for your Nine of Cups, your wishes and dreams, like wishing upon stars, imagining your new life. It's you may have for some time like just put that on the back shelf, like, I don't want to, I don't want a 5-year plan. Just gotta put one day in front of the next, And now it's kind of like, oh, wait a minute. Where would I like to live in 5 years? What kind of job would I like? What kind of soulmate would I like? Right? It's kind of like you're almost coming into this, okay, I'm ready to start dreaming again. Like, I really feel like you have just been doing the responsible thing, getting stuff done, and not really dreaming. And now it's like, okay, I'm ready to dream. Okay, what is this Ten of Pentacles? Temperance on the bottom. This is taking a lot of patience. Two of Wands. Yeah, kind of deciding what direction to go in after all of this heartache and disappointment. Wanting a fresh start, but not really sure. Like, I have choices. Like, all of a sudden you realize, oh, wait a minute. I have choices. But wanting a fresh start. Yeah, Aquarius, I don't think you want this person back. Now, it is interesting. We have the King of Wands in your present energy. And the King of Pentacles, I'm sorry. And the King of Pentacles is showing up in your obstacle. And you also have the Hanged Man and the Wheel of Fortune. Like, you have had to surrender something in order to go for your own blessings. You may have, this King of Pentacles could even be the person that you are with. Like, you may have to surrender, and it's not just that person, but something about that person. You may have to surrender the idea that, like, maybe the person that you were dealing with was extremely financially set, okay? And, so perhaps this King of Pentacles here is them. This is like another storyline, but you could resonate with it. Like, this King of Pentacles is their energy, right? And you're realizing just how much pain they caused you, and that you want to go into a new direction, right? That you're ready to start your new life. Because it's kind of like, yeah, you have to give up something about money. If this is like a job, although we have so much soulmate energy here, but you have to give up the idea of what the King of Pentacles is. You have to sacrifice that for the wheel to turn. You have to give up this King of Pentacles energy. So if you were trying to, have a long-term commitment, or you were looking for a partner or a spouse that had money or was financially or professional or something like that with money, right? Like you may be realizing, I don't really need that money. I can make money on my own. I'm stepping in the Empress energy. Money doesn't mean as much to me. You could be changing like a belief system of yours around money or needing somebody that's financially based. In order for your own blessings to come in, like you have to surrender either this person, this relationship, or the idea of something, a belief system tied to this person. You had to let that go in order to bring in your own blessings. But it's kind of like this isn't your obstacle, so it's like you're having a hard time letting it go. Um, I think it's kind of interesting. This is the message I'm getting, and I'm going to try to communicate this to you. It's kind of like the Ten of Cups. There's two people. And I think you really wanted two people. Like you were so focused maybe at one time about this relationship or about having a relationship, about being married or in a long-term commitment. Like you were so focused on that you forgot to have your own dreams. Like you may have been like dreaming along with this person or living their dream. And then all of a sudden one day you may have woken up. I mean, they may have been gone, and then all of a sudden you were like, well, wait a minute, what is it that I want out of life? Because look at the Nine of Pentacles. She's there by herself. It's like your focus, your advice here is to focus on what it is that you want for yourself without a partner. Like if you never imagine your life, like imagine your life without the partner, what would your life look like? And start to live that life, and then by doing that you will attract somebody on your same vibrational level. Really kind of an interesting message, because a lot of times it is about you have to step into really loving yourself, but it's almost even more than that. It's like go live the dream that you really want to live, and without somebody else. Okay, that's the part that you have to surrender. Like just go live your life for you, Aquarius. And once you step into that energy, I think you find a soulmate that wants something similar to what you want. Yeah, you're going through a transformation here. It's really kind of I'm not sure I've ever looked at it that way before. A lot of times we do talk about how you have to love yourself, which is so true. You have to love yourself before others can love you. But this is really about loving your life, loving the things that you're doing in your life, like being the Empress and creating the life that you really want, that you're imagining for yourself. And then as soon as you like step into that energy and you start creating it, then you all of a sudden attract the soulmate that also wants that same path. It could be you've always been focusing on what others want and trying to fit into their life or fit into their dreams of the perfect life. And now it's just like, no, just do it by yourself. Just think about you. Yeah, getting on top of this. Oh my gosh, yeah. Getting on top of the conflict, I think. Temperance again, Five of Swords, Queen of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You want something that's long term. You really do. It's not like you have to lose focus on that. It's like you just have to focus on creating the life that you want for you. Like, and once again, forget the relationship for a little bit, because you're going to get it, because look at what you have coming in. You have the Two of Pentacles. You're kind of trying to decide. You're kind of deciding, which way do I go? Like you may not even know, like, well, I don't know. I've always wanted to be married and have kids and live in a house with a white picket fence. Whatever it is that you wanted. And it's kind of like, no, listen to your heart. What is it that you really want? And listen and choose. Choose for you, right? Defend yourself. Stand up for yourself. Say, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, this is what I want. I'm going to go in that direction. And as soon as you go into that direction, guess what happens? A true soulmate comes in. Now, this is also the twin flame card. Like, this is a true soulmate. But this is the twin flame. Like, you're really connected at the soul level. It's like whatever it is that you really, like, your heart really wants you to do, when you go into that path, you're going to meet somebody else that wants exactly what you want. Oh, so interesting. Now, I'm kind of coming back to the Scorpion. Remember, the Scorpion works on the career. For some of you, it could be festering because you're kind of almost angry at the universe, because it's kind of like, hey, I'm doing, like, the King of Pentacles is doing the job, is getting it done. And you're kind of like, what? I'm doing everything right. Like, look at me. I'm being responsible. I'm putting money in the bank. My house looks good. My car's taken care of. I'm doing it. I'm following the rules. It's kind of like you're almost, I think some of you may be mad at the universe. Like, I'm following the rules. Give me a break. Where's my soulmate? And they're like, yeah, well, you got all that. We agree. But what you forgot was to listen to your own heart. Go in the direction of your own heart. Like, it's kind of like, I just want the manual. I want to read the manual. I'm going to follow the manual. And then it's kind of like, I know when I heard my first child, my mother came and she helped, and I knew nothing about babies, and I was like, where's the manual? And she was like, there is no manual, right? It's kind of like, yeah, but I want to do everything right. I want to follow all the rules, I want to be married. I want to have 2 children. I want to live in a house. I want a white picket fence. I want a dog. I want, because you're trying to follow the rules of society or your family or whatever. And it's kind of like, okay, you're doing a good job with that, but you're not listening to your own heart. Go in the direction in your own heart, and you will find true love. Oh, I love it. I don't know. I'm not Aquarius, and I don't have any Aquarius in my chart. But I will have to say, I love this message. Like, I don't know, it's speaking to me too. All right, 7 of Cups. We have 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands, the Lovers. You gotta love this. This is soulmate energy, twin flame energy, 10 of Swords, Hierophant, the wedding card, King of Cups. Yeah, you meet somebody that ends this pain for you, this festering. And then you get married. I mean, they are your King of Cups. King of Cups, it could be water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. It's like all of a sudden you have all of these options. Like, I feel like you may feel like I'm following all the rules and the right one hasn't come along, or the right one left, or whatever, right? You're following all the rules and you think, I have no options. My 10 of Cups is gone. Like, I have no options. I've gone through the whole phone book. There's nobody left. Nobody left for me. And it's kind of like, okay, that's because you're not at the right vibrational level. You're thinking about everybody else but yourself, right? Scorpion and sea serpent. These are both about go to the heart. Do what is good for you. Listen to yourself. Go follow your dreams. What is it that you really want to do? And all of these options for a partner come in. Somebody that does want to be long-term. Somebody that is committed. And it's all, once again, it's like I'm getting the same message. Like, this person comes in and all of the pain is gone. Like, the scorpion energy, the festering is gone. You take off the blindfold, you put down the wands, you kind of like step into this whole new energy level. But it's all because you took the step. You said to the universe, hey, guess what? This is what I really want to go do. And I'm going to go do it. And I don't know, I don't know where it's going to go. And the universe is like, yes, you're listening to your heart. That's all they wanted you to do. The universe says, okay, now we'll give you all these options. Really nice. Okay, so we're going to pull your Cosmic Journey card. Let's see what we have here. It really is. This Imagine card keeps calling back out to me. It's kind of like, just go make a list. What are all the things you would just love to do that have nothing to do with a relationship? Put that to the side, because that is coming in. That is coming. It's just, you have to go listen to your own heart first. I am Galactic Starseed Blooming. Really lovely. I think Aries got this one too. You might be dealing with an Aries, or you may have an Aries in the future. But it is, it's like you're blooming, because the star seeds are, come to this earth in order to blaze new paths for future generations or people. And so a lot of times it is about having to step into this very individual, energy. Like following your own heart will help to open up all of these other paths. And you're blooming. It's kind of like whatever you lost, it just really wasn't meant for you. You thought it was, but it's not, because you're blooming. You're coming up to a much higher level. And you're going to meet somebody new that is at that vibrational level. Oh, really nice. Yeah, like you might meet another star seed. You're going to meet somebody that is really into like what you love to do. And then the two of you are going to go and create like something really new together, capable. You can deal successfully with whatever challenges and circumstances arise. Yeah, that's you. You're the King of Pentacles here, right? Like, yeah, you can do it. And you can, Aquarius, like you can. You're getting the job done. What you're doing is not wrong. It's just that your focus needs to shift on something that you would really like to do by yourself. Like, listening to your heart. It could be that, especially with the starseed energy, it could be that, you want to go and, quit your 9-to-5 job and go start some new, it could be a new business or, what do I want to say? Nonprofit, charity, something like that. Like, you're kind of like, yeah, I've been following all the rules. I've been focusing on making the money, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's kind of like, yeah, well, if I go do this, if I follow my heart and I start that nonprofit or that charity, I'm not going to have as much money. It's going to be different. I may have to move into different friends and colleagues because, whatever. And it's kind of like, it's okay. Go ahead. This is like the universe going, yeah, that's okay. Go ahead, because guess what? You have a lot of options coming up. I think you feel like right now you don't have any options. This is your Lover's Oracle card. Oh, Aquarius. This is like so good. I love it when these come out and they're just like so beautiful. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. That's your King of Pentacles, right? I got to follow the rules. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Like, you have to follow your own heart. And then once you follow your own heart, your authentic self comes out. And once you do, it's like all of these options come out. And they're great options. Like all of the anxiety, all of the anxiety, the burdens, the pain, all of this goes right down the toilet because you're stepping into your own authentic self. Really nice. Well, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really did enjoy doing it for you. And once again, if you've enjoyed the content or resonated with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, or subscribe. And I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.